Precision is not doing things exactly right every time. It's not about perfection. It's not about making every shot or never making a turnover or never making a mistake. That's not what I mean when I talk about precision. But precision is about discipline. And it's about doing something as well as it can be done every single time, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's inconvenient. And precision means exactness. It means being exact about something. And precision is what most players are not. Most people, in fact, are not real dedicated to precision. Most people and most players are happy to do stuff pretty well. They're happy to do stuff just good enough to get by. They're happy to cut corners and hope for the best. But players that are precise, and players that care a lot about being the best they can be, and players that care a lot about doing their best even in the midst of adversity, they tend to have a ridiculous attention to detail. And coaches love players, by the way, that have a ridiculous attention to detail. For example, if coach tells them to run and touch the line, they don't almost touch the line, they touch the line. When coach tells them to show up at 2:30, they don't show up at 2:31 or 2:32. Typically they show up at about 2:25 or 2:26 just to make sure that they're there on time. They have a ridiculous attention to detail. And most players aren't like that. And you can tell a lot about a player's precision just by things like their body language, things like their approach, things like the way they carry themselves. Like if I see a kid, a high school kid or a college kid that's a basketball player, and let's say they have a tendency to show up late for stuff, let's say they have a tendency to turn in schoolwork that's sloppy, or they turn in stuff not on time, or they dress kind of sloppy, or their posture is kind of sloppy, then chances are, I don't even have to see them play. And most of the time, I can predict the way they play. They probably foul a lot. They probably throw a lot of off-balance passes. They probably leave their feet to pass a lot, do a lot of stuff off balance. They probably have a pretty sloppy game, too. So precision and exactness is one of those things that you can start to make a habit off the court. In fact, all of these things you can start to make a habit off the court, because it's not something that you do on the court but you don't do off the court, or vice versa.